The wind howled through the trees, their branches scraping against the car windows like skeletal fingers. Inside the car, 4 friends, Alex, Jake, Emma, and Lily, were laughing and joking, oblivious to the horrors that awaited them. They were on a road trip, seeking thrills and adventures. But when their car sputtered and died, their laughter quickly turned to concern.
Out of gas? Seriously?
Jake groaned, slapping the dashboard in frustration.
It's not like I planned this.
Alex muttered, staring at the empty fuel gauge.
We need to find help.
There's a house up ahead. Maybe someone there can help us.
I don't know. It looks abandoned.
We don't have much choice. Let's go.
The 4 friends stepped out into the chilly night, the only light coming from the dim beam of Alex's flashlight. They walked along the overgrown path, their footsteps crunching on the gravel. The path led them to an ancient graveyard, the headstones worn and crumbling, some so old the inscriptions were no longer legible.
This place gives me the creeps.
Emma whispered, shivering.
Let's just get through here quickly,
Jake said, trying to keep his voice steady. As they moved deeper into the graveyard, a sense of unease settled over them. The air grew colder, and an unnatural silence enveloped them. Suddenly, a figure darted between the headstones, too quick to be human.
Did you see that?
Lily gasped, grabbing Emma's arm.
Yeah, keep moving.
Alex said, his voice trembling. But as they neared the center of the graveyard, the figure reappeared. This time, standing still, its eyes glowing an eerie red. Before anyone could react, it lunged at Jake, dragging him into the shadows.
Jake!
Emma screamed, but it was too late. His cries echoed through the graveyard, then fell silent.
We have to go!
Alex shouted, pulling the girls toward the house. They ran, hearts pounding, not daring to look back. The old house loomed before them, its windows like empty eye sockets, the door hanging ajar. They stumbled inside, slamming the door behind them.
We need to find a phone, something to call for help.
But as they explored the house, it became clear that something was very wrong. The air was thick with the scent of decay, and strange noises echoed through the halls. Whispers, footsteps, and the distant sound of children laughing. In one room, they found a dusty old piano. As they approached, it began to play by itself, a haunting melody that sent chills down their spines.
Let's get out of here.
But the house had other plans. As they turned to leave, the door slammed shut, trapping them inside.
The walls seemed to close in, the shadows growing darker and more oppressive.
In the darkness, a cold hand gripped Emma's shoulder. She screamed, but the sound was cut off as she was pulled into the shadows.
We have to stick together.
Alex and Lily could only watch in horror as their friend vanished before their eyes.
We can find a way out.
But the house had one more terror in store.
As they turned a corner, a grotesque figure emerged from the darkness, its eyes glowing with malevolent glee.
It lunged at Alex, dragging him into the abyss, his screams echoing through the halls. Lily was alone. Terrified, she stumbled through the house, the walls closing in around her.
She found a window and with a desperate cry smashed it open.
She crawled through the jagged glass, cutting herself on the shards, but she didn't care. She ran into the night, not daring to look back. Now, sitting in a dimly lit room, Lily recounts her tale, her voice shaking with fear.
Her friends are gone, taken by the horrors of that cursed place.
She escaped, but the memories haunt her, a constant reminder of the terrors that lurk in the shadows.